Hi, this is a reading for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, what do we need to know about Gemini? I'm starting the reading with a Kipper Oracle deck, and then we'll go ahead and jump on the tarot cards. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. The weather was so nice. I just spent my entire weekend feeding the birds. Change. Okay, there could be a change in your situation wherein a legal battle is, concerning legal battles or legal documents, or you could be a lawyer yourself, or a solicitor, or a paralegal, or some kind of expert, a change, a change concerning the courthouse, a change, legal situation, I don't know, marriage, divorce. This is about a family life, or something that makes you happy, or that used to make you happy. Okay, what is this change in Gemini's life? You could also be graduating. There's an energy here of someone who's about to finish something, an important project or an important phase of their life. I just remembered someone who used to insult me that I was ugly when I was in high school. More than 20 years ago. I don't know why. But she already passed away. I don't know. Maybe it's an important thing, or it's an important part of your life. Maybe you're remembering certain people who insulted you. Because out of nowhere, while I'm reading these cards, the energy, this thought popped up, the memory from when I was in high school. This lady, she's already gone though. She's dead. Which I remember she made this remark that your face is dirty. I remember that. Basically, it was a way of telling you that you're ugly. I don't know why the thought popped up in my head, or the memory. It wasn't an imagination, but a memory. Tell me about this change. Maybe it's a significant phase in your life, Gemini, that you're remembering people from your past who used to insult you or berate you. Yeah, something here is making you feel very sad, alone, isolated, in destitute, like you feel stuck. And now it makes sense that you're gonna have this important move or change in your life. Five of Cups, Eight of Swords. Five of Cups, Eight of Swords. What is this, Gemini? Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. I don't know. I think you lost someone here. You lost someone that used to make you happy. See, your back is turned on this, as if to say, how am I gonna get that happiness again? I don't know where to get that feeling of happiness again. Like there's that constant energy of where, when, how. It's a very difficult choice for you. So what is this change, or is this all in your mind? Because if you don't do this change, I feel like you know to yourself you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna stay in this position if you don't do this. Are you filing for some kind of a legal battle, maybe a custody of your kids, or something about your property, or maybe something about your job or relationship? You're accepting the truth. I'm hearing the words accepting the truth. There's a sense of humility and accepting what you can no longer change, what you can never change to begin with. And you're moving ahead with the truth. This is very revealing. It's like I can see someone here who's being very honest with their situation, with their life, with themselves. That let's say you've been diagnosed with my hair, you've been diagnosed with a very serious illness, maybe stage 4 cancer. Hopefully it's not the case. Instead of you fighting the truth, you decided to accept things for what they are. You know, you decided to accept things as it is and just embrace the truth. There's a sense of humility here in embracing what you cannot change, you know, having the courage to accept what you cannot change and change. What is that? Give me the courage to change what I can, and the courage to accept what I cannot. Is that what it is? I forgot. But basically, yeah, there's a sense of humility. And this is you just accepting things for what they are. There's no, maybe this is not within your control and you're coming up here as the king of truth, the king of swords, but there's something here that you're turning, I think you turned your back on it, or maybe I think it was taken from you, but you have no choice. You have no choice. You're not in control. Something was taken from you, your source of happiness. I don't know what this is, but in this process, you also accepted that I cannot do anything about it. I need to accept things for what they are. King of Swords, there is, but you're going to do something here. You're going to do something here because this is your only option. King of Swords. Apologies, my eyebrows here is really thick, so I have an asymmetrical face. Queen of Cups, Temperance. King of Truth. Okay. You want to fight for something here. You want to fight for what's right, for peace. You want to do something out of peace. If this is about a relationship, you want to put back, you want to put things the way they were, okay, for the sake of peace, temperance. And this is connected to a loving, feminine, nurturing energy. So again, as I said, this could be related to a relationship. Maybe you're fighting the custody of your kids, or you're fighting for your right in this marriage, or you want to fight for this relationship, but the other party, perhaps they don't want it anymore. Because as I said, you lost someone here, but you didn't drop it. Somebody left, somebody walked away, or somebody took your happiness away, but you can't change it anymore. It's not within your control. But you're fighting. You're learning to accept the things that you cannot change, but you're fighting for peace. Okay, you're fighting for this reunion, maybe just for the sake of seeing the kids, or for the sake of a business, or maybe for the sake of living peacefully in one home. Temperance, what is this? And you're not giving up the fight to do this. Yeah, this could be for the sake of the children. 6 of Cups. Yeah, it looks like, to me it seems like this is a bit like you're overreaching for what you want. That's what you're feeling here. Like, is it too hard to just get that cup over there? Is it too much to ask just to have 5 minutes with you, or 10 minutes with the children, something like that, or even just have a sense of peace for 2 hours at home? Is it too much? Like, there's something here about that, and that's what you're fighting, your sense of peace. And I think with this peace, it comes with a resolution, a reunion of some kind, or because this is a soulmate's energy and a reconnection, but for the sake of 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 being at peace with each other. This concerns another party, another energy. Okay, so but you feel like is it too much? Is it too much to ask to have 5 minutes of conversation, of a phone call with you without shouting at each other? Because I really miss that. That's what I'm getting here. And you're coming up here, Gemini, if this is your energy, you're coming up here as a person who knows what they want. Again, same energy with the King of Swords. I just want to do what's right. I just want to do this for the sake of peace. King of Swords, this could be potentially a very serious conversation, okay? But you're taking control of the situation. It's gotten out of hand, but you're trying to take control of the situation. I think even if it means just having, I don't know, a 12-minute conversation with this person for the sake of peace, camaraderie, patience, sorry, unity, What does the Emperor want? If this is you, what does the Emperor want? Yeah, as I said, I think somebody decided to walk away and end things or end the situation. But the Emperor is here presenting himself as the King of Wands, blocking the way, blocking the exit of this other energy. Like, I'm not gonna let you just walk away from this, okay? I'm not gonna let you conclude things. I'm not gonna let you end this contract. What is this? What does the King of Wands want? The King of Wands, the Emperor, the King of Swords, same energy, doesn't want this to just, just evaporate. King of Wands. But I'm curious about this change leading to the courthouse, a legal battle, something about legalities, something with documents. Yeah, Two of Cups. This is what the King of Wands doesn't want to end. The King of Wands is blocking the exit. Like, I'm not gonna let you do that. That's what this is. The same energy. The Emperor. I'm not gonna let you do that. Let's have a talk. Let's have a quick talk. 5 minutes tops. But it has to be peaceful. Can we just talk? Two of Cups. Yeah, see, the Queen of Wands is here as well. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's this energy that I'm not gonna let you just throw everything down the drain. We've worked hard for this. That's what the Emperor and the King of Wands want. This, I don't know, reconciliation or friendship. Again, for the sake of peace. Two of Cups. Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's an important talk. An important conversation. Okay, there must have been some kind of deception. Okay, the cards are falling. Somebody feels like they're losing. Somebody feels like they're losing. Walking away. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is this a marriage that's being reconsidered by someone? The King of Cups. Again, there's a masculine energy here who's very persistent in not ending things. So maybe this is a partnership, marriage. Maybe the other party wants to end things. There must have been some kind of deception, cheating, lies. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Trickery. Yeah. Tower moment. It was a difficult part. There must have been infidelity or... But I don't understand. If there's infidelity, whose side is it? The King of Cups doesn't want to give up on this partnership. This is why they keep pushing for an important conversation. But what is this courthouse? What does it mean for you, Gemini? Are you the one pushing for this? Yeah, a cup is going to be offered, an offer. What is the Four of Cups? But the other party might be very hesitant to accept this. Could be an act of apology, an offer of commitment or love. Somebody wants to send a text. This might be concerning finances, obligations, businesses. Maybe that's the reason why the King of Wands doesn't want to end things abruptly, because there's a business involved. Maybe both of you are intertwined because you own a property together and you're renting it out, or the properties under your name, both of your name, and your kids are still there, you know, these kinds of things. But there was an act of betrayal in the past that led to a tower moment. But again, there's a persistent energy of a masculine energy who doesn't want to give up fighting for this Four of Wands marriage reunion. The King of Cups wants to give, this is a freedom as well, a freedom card. He wants to give freedom, but I don't think that's the case, because he doesn't even want to end things. He's blocking the exit. So I don't think he wants to give freedom necessarily. I think this is him wanting to stabilize something stable. The Four Wands represent the four posts of a house. It represents strength, stability. And look, the Four of Wands here is clarified by the Justice card. There's a correction. There's a much needed correction that's going to happen with the Justice, with the Sword upright. A lot of clarity and revelation is going to happen. And it might be the Knight of Cups resulting to a Three of Cups. It could be an offer of, I don't know, there must have been a third party situation, or again, it's a sincere offer with the Knight of Cups. And again, it could be a card of a reunion for some of you who are interested. There's a lot of reunion cards. Even the Four of Wands is a reunion. This is some kind of gathering. The King of Cups is not giving up the fight to reunite, okay? To reunite. And that is the truth, okay? But there's a legality involved. As I said, there's a legality here. Courthouse. I don't know what this is. Someone is not giving up the fight to file for, I don't know, file for divorce? Or file for a legal court proceeding that would eventually solve this problem. Justice. Yeah, as I said, someone is not giving up the fight. They're almost there. They're very close to it. They're pushing for something new. Page of Wands. It was a difficult choice, but it was this. Whoever is going to proceed with this legal battle, or I don't know, documents, filing, I don't know what this is. They're going to be happy with their choice. Although it was a very difficult choice, they're going to be very happy. It's very difficult though. Very, very difficult. Three of Wands. Where is this leading? There's a lot of wands, a lot of passion in this connection, a lot of fire energy. Yeah, a lot of contemplation, undecided. This might take a while, you know, like a couple of weeks to months. There's a solution. Eventually there's going to be a resolution, probably on the next full moon or the end of the month. A resolution to this dispute or argument. Ace of Wands. I believe this is a card of timing, or you could be dealing with a water sign. Or a very emotional, this could be a very emotional situation for both of you. Yeah, there you go. Teamwork. Whatever this person is fighting for, it's all about fixing and rebuilding, or polishing what's broken, or what needs to be fixed. An offer of collaboration. Like, for the sake of the kids, or for the sake of the property, for the sake of the family, let's work things out. That's what I keep getting. Let's work things out. Let's end this separation. Let's end this pain. It doesn't have to be getting back together. It could be as simple as legalizing something, you know, finally putting a title or a label on something, or a signature in a document, for the sake of collaboration, a peaceful reconciliation or collaboration. Let's put an end to this argument, to this pain or separation, or if the kids are hurting, we have to make sure that we do what's right for them, you know, if there are kids involved. Yeah, for the sake of collaboration. Magician. Yeah, they're taking in charge. I keep getting someone taking in charge. See? Yeah. I think both of you here both of you want the same thing, you know, just peace. Peace. If you both want to be together, like back together for the sake of the kids, for the sake of comfort, then so be it. But there's an energy here who's consistently fighting. They're literally blocking your exit. If Gemini, if you're the king of wands, you don't want to end this. You're blocking the exit. Whoever is walking away from you, I think whoever is walking away, they're the source of your happiness. And if this is you, if you're the one walking away, there's a fire energy who doesn't want to let you go. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Yeah, I told you, it keeps pointing to the same energy. Someone is fixing, trying to fix and mend. This is all about amendment, reconciliation. If there's a problem with taxes or money, okay, but this person is in deep contemplation. What do I do exactly? When do I need to have this discussion? But there's a consistent courthouse, legal battle, court proceedings, consultation with lawyers. There's this consistent energy here, but someone will consult a lawyer for the sake of, or proceed with a legal proceedings. Sorry, I'm losing words here. For the sake of fixing. Whoever is going to seek a legal counseling, it is for the sake of fixing, okay? Amendment or mending. Because again, the King of Wands doesn't want to put an end to this. I don't know what situation is this that this fire sign or this masculine energy doesn't want to end. All they want is a peaceful collaboration. That's it. I hope you guys can get something good from this reading. Good luck. God bless.